Okay, everybody, welcome back to the DGS 2605 channel. We're back with our MLB Power Pros 2008 season mode with your Toronto Blue Jays. It is a late night for me. I did the thing where I fell asleep too early, and now I gotta do all my chores at night. Figured, while my laundry's going, let's get some gameplay done. We got some time. Alrighty, so we are 11-0 against the Boston Red Sox. The final game of this 3-game series against them. Then we hit the road. We're hitting the flaw, which has currently been destroyed in real life. Anyways, heading into the game, will it be Danks on the mound? It's going to be his first start in quite a while. John Danks on the mound, 2.95 ERA. Let's see how he can handle this BOS lineup. So then we'll have Olsen, and then maybe Holiday rested, but Olsen will be the next starter after that nonetheless. Alright, heading to the game here. Jake Peavy, this is going to be, I say, one heck of a pitcher's duel, but Jake Peavy, you look at his stats, he hasn't been doing that great, and Danks, all things considered, has been doing much better than expected. We throw out the first pitch, we'll do the OK Blue Jays then, going into the game with the first game today, no need to look around the league. Alrighty, so we got like previous year's Triple Crown winner and John Danks going against each other, so this would be one heck of a game to watch in real life. Looks like the dome's open. I did see supposed to be rainy weather. Here's Jamie Carroll. Danks is ready. He's a lefty on the mound. Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball. Alrighty, let's see what you got, Danks. Ball one, just a bit too low on the bottom right side. Wind is factor 3 northwest to start us off. Ball two, okay, this is not the start I wanted. Already 2-0 in the count. He pulls the trigger on 2-0, hits it over to Lowell. Over to first. One away. Alrighty. And that's the first of 27. Here's JD Drew. Austin 316 average. And he swings on the first pitch. He's got himself a base hit. Alright, runner on first, one away. Here is David Wright. Ball one, just a bit too low on the bottom left side. 1-0. Now it's hit to Durham at second. When the ball bounces, we got Woods in a tag-out throw-out. Over to first. Got him. Double play to end the inning, and the game really slowed down to let's admire that one. Already a highlight-worthy replay in the first inning. Yeah, that was just a real high hopper. Durham, right place at the right time. JD Drew, not fast enough to avoid him, and that's going to be the top of the first. So Boston 0 for 1 in the top of the first. Bottom of the first coming up. Let's see how our lineup can do against Jake Peavy. Here's Rich Aurelia, 380, 1080. Nice round numbers there. Peavy, ERA just above 6, 6.10. First pitch is a sinker inside to Aurelia. Caught the zone, 0-1. Curveball the other way, 1-1. Two and 1. Change up in, 2-2 to Rich Aurelia now. Even count, none away, no men on. Aurelia lets it go. It's going to be a payoff pitch for the first Blue Jay batter against Jake Peavy. And he hits it foul, and he is hanging tough for this first out. He's making him work for it. Alrighty, 7th pitch of the at-bat. Aurelia hits that out. That's going to right field. So JD Drew's going to get to that. It'll be a leadoff single for Rich Aurelia, and that is how you make a guy work for an out. He didn't even get it. Here's Ray Durham now. Takes a change up, strike one. And it's now moved directly west, factor of 3. So even though we're supposed to have kind of stormy weather, they're keeping the roof open for some reason. Which is why the hell would you make the roof if you're not going to use it? Whatever. Alright. Fastball inside. 1-2 count. And Ray Durham read that curveball perfectly. That's to center field. Will Murphy stay in front of that one? He just does. Back-to-back singles for the Jays. No men out. Here's Berkman. 513, 115, 264. The infield moves back. Strike one on a two-seamer. And he pushes it that way to left field. Great Carroll's going back, and he's going to have an easy read on that. One away. So no runners advance. Throw is quite there anyway. I don't think Aurelia has the speed to get to that. Here's AR-15, 427, 62, 184. Strike one, high and left curveball, nothing in one. Just now move northwest, factor 3 again, and he smokes that thing to the first baseman, Konerko. At second, over to first, got him. And well, what goes around comes around. They end their inning on double play, we ended ours on one. Now it's just Konerko in the right place at the right time there. Peavy goes over to first base, and Rios was... and he was still maybe 2 steps away. 1 step away from the bag, but then he's still got to cross it. So, Jays are 0 for 2 after the first inning. Top of the second coming up. It's the 4-5-6, part of the Boston lineup. Here's Konerko, 3-10, 22, 101. Strike one on the fastball. Strike two. He let that one go. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. Not ready for that changeup. Here's Polanco. He pulls that. Lowell. Over to first. 2 away. Here's Snyder now. 238, 2103. Strike one. Somehow he has more RBIs than Paul Konerko. I won't judge. That's a bouncer up the middle. Directly the middle. Durham. Gotta sneeze. Please excuse me. Put that into the inning. Oh, man. Wow, that took something out of me. Whew. Alrighty, well that's the top of the second over with. Bottom of the second coming up, and Long Gone Braun will be leading off. 505, 149, 308. It's because you got 2 guys on that team. You got one with 101 RBIs, one with 103, and Braun still has like over 100 more RBIs than those 2 combined. Curveball's out of there, 1-1. Tell you, if the win, you give you 1 power swing here. 2-1, stay ahead in the count. Still none out in the inning. And he smokes that the other way. That's going to right field. It will stay in the park, just barely. J.D. Drew there. And Braun's going to have himself a leadoff single again for a J. No men on, 1 away. There's Peavy. All right, ball 1 to Mike Lowell. I curve caught the very top left, 1-1. Ball the other way, 2-1. One is now moved directly west again, factor 3. High curveball caught the zone, strike 2. Lowell hits that in the middle, and that's the perfect double play ball we just hit into. Braun over to first. They got him. Back-to-back innings with double plays for the Jays. That's not a recipe for winning. I mean, that was just a perfect pitch because it's already a 2-2 count. You have the short hop there. Over to first. No chance. Alrighty, whatever. Here's Scott. 410, 45, 124. Win is now southwest, factor 3. Ball 1. Didn't get the call on that changeup. At least Peavy didn't. Strike 1. Sinker stayed inside. Lines that down. Fouled to left. 1-2 count. The dirt with the 2-seamer. 2-2. Hits that down third baseline. David Wright, deep throw. Got him. Alrighty, that infield defense got the Red Sox out of that inning. Jays are 0 for 3 after 2 innings. Top of the third. Last 3 batters in the Red Sox lineup. Here's Murphy. Where did I get Murphy from? But he had that home run against Guthrie. So he's kind of a sleeper guy, you know. Gotta keep an eye on him. And you gotta watch him strike out on 3 pitches yet again. Second strikeout for Danks. Here's Velez. Strike 1. It's that hard up the middle. Nice dive by Durham over to first. That's why he's our defensive MVP. Beautiful play. There's Carroll now. 192, 1-8. Strike 1. He's trying to claw back to that Mendoza line. Won't get it swinging at that. Here's the 0-2. Hits that. That's going to center field. There's a base hit. Of all guys to get it. Anyways, that's a 2-out single. Man on first. Here's Carroll now. Grounded out his first time up. Ball 1, too far inside. Strike 1 on the other side. Made contact with that changeup. Went foul, Loduca. No point, but just does the fancy play anyway. Got him swinging. That ends the inning. Another strikeout for Danks. 1 hit, nothing of it. We're heading to the bottom of the 3rd. Red Sox are 0 for 2 after the top of the 3rd. Bottom of the 3rd, Paulo Duca, the catcher, is leading off for Toronto. 380, 25, 93. 7 RBIs away from that century mark. Win is still southwest, factor of 3. So they still have the dome open, yet no rain. Alright, 2-0. Strike 1. Laying off that one. Curveball in there, 2-2. If no men on base, what will he do? Won't go for a double play ball. Got Loduca swinging on a changeup. That was a good pitch. And he got his ERA under 6, 5.99. I'll tell you what, Grandy, I know the wind's really against us. You can have 1 power swing here. Strike 1. And he smacks that thing up the middle. PV doesn't even bother with it, and that's a 1-out single for Curtis Granderson. So the first trip through the lineup, we got 4 hits. Here's Aurelia now. Tell you what, why not? Worked so well the last time. Another first pitch swing. And that one, Aurelia gets a hit. Runners on first and second now, 1 away. Here's Durham. The win is still against us, but tell you what. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Takes the curveball, 1-0. And he hits that one, high dive to center. Oh, are you kidding me, man? Oh, boy. They went to 3rd and not to 2nd. The bases are loaded for Lance Berkman. We have 1 out to play with. Swings on the first pitch. That's into the gap. That's bringing in runs for sure. The wind will stop it from getting out of the park. 2-run score. They're throwing home. 3 RBI double for Lance Berkman, and that breaks the game open. 3-0. And he's got the Rey Mysterio ERA now, 6.19. Here's Rios now. No, I think we should cool it a bit here with only a man on second, 1 out. Takes ball 1, 1-0. 2-0 on the slider. Been a while since he's... I don't know if he's even thrown that all day. Strike 1 on the 2-seamer. I got a hunch. Smacks that slider over there. They get the out at first, but Berkman will advance to 3rd, and Ryan Braun is at the plate now. 1 for 1 with the single. Hit that curveball, hit it foul. I think it was in the zone. Easy to say anyway. 0-1. Caught the corner, 0-2. Fouled it off his foot. Good thing we don't have injuries on. Stays alive for 1 more pitch. And he pushes that the other way, and that will fall for a base hit. 4-0. There goes PV's quality start. It's a 4-run rally for Toronto. Here's Lowell 0 for 1 with the double play. Can't have that now. Timeout. 6.24 ERA. Swing at that sinker. Strike 1. Ball 1 on that slider. That could have been strike 2, but I'm glad it wasn't. They're keeping an eye on Braun at first now. Wind is still southwest. Caught the top right corner with that sinker. Let it go by. Change up. 2-2. And he pulls that to center left. Yeah, center left, right? Will it get out of there? Mike Lowell hit it out. 6-run rally for the Toronto Blue Jays. 74th home run on the season. Even with that win, he got enough of it. And what a rally we have going on. Jake Peavy just got absolutely shelled. Holy moly. Yeah, and they're going to take him out of there only in the 3rd inning. They're bringing in Boyer now, who we haven't seen much of. But now it's batting practice thanks to Mike Lowell. Strike 1 on the 4-seamer. 0-1. Strike 2 on the 4-seamer, and that was still caught the plate nonetheless. Here's the 0-2. He hits that towards center, and Velez hits it. Velez gets it, excuse me. Look at this. 6-run rally. We were 6 for 6, and we're 6 for 9 total. That's very nice through 3rd inning. Top of the 4th. Coming up, J.D. Drew in the 2-3-4 part of the lineup. First pitch he sees. Durham, Berkman, 1 away. It's David Wright. It's the first pitch he sees. Grandy is right where he has to be. 2 away. There's Carnerco now. Strike 1. That's going the other way. That's going to center. He's going to get at least a second. He will not be going for a triple, but that's a 2-out double for Konerko. Keep an eye on him. There's Placido Polanco. Ball one went too low. Strike one on the changeup. Missed that one. Got him swinging already. We got out of a bit of jam there for runner in scoring position. Danks has the shutout through 4 innings. Red Sox are 0 for 3 through the top of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Paulo Duca leads off yet again. We were one batter away. Hitting through the lineup last inning. There's Paulo Duca. Technically we still hit through the lineup, but I consider it hitting through the lineup once the leadoff guy is in the inning for a second time. Takes the fastball, 0-1. Generous strike call there. And so in 2. And he pulled that one. That's going to left. Will it stay fair? Just went foul. Anyways, now it's still 0-2 count. Foul the other way. Remains 0-2. Low Duca hanging tough. Lines that right to Konerko. 1 away. Granderson now 1 for 1 with a single. Strike 1 on the fastball, 0-1. Fastball in the dirt, 1-1. Hits that toward second. Polanco over to first, 2 away. He was really a 2 for 2, 2 singles. Strike 1, bottom left corner. Smokes that from the low part of the zone. Right to Murphy. The wind certainly had a factor in that. That ends the inning. 3 up and 3 down for the Jays in the 4th. Top of the 5th for the Red Sox. Snyder leads off in the 6th spot.
Number 19, Chris
Snyder. Strike 1 on the low fastball. Just the bottom right corner, 1-1. Things hit over there. 1 away. Here's Murphy now. Went down swinging his first time up. Strike 1, and game really had to slow down for that. Love it when it does that out of nowhere, right? Anyways, 0-1. It's that 4-seamer, 0-2. 1-2. Pulled. Over to first, 2 away. Here's Velez. It's the first pitch he sees. That's to Richarillia. Let him run a bit. Over to first. That ends the inning. Alrighty, 3 up and 3 down for John Danks. The top of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the 2-3-4 part of the Jays lineup. Ray Durham, 2 for 2. Ball went just a bit inside. 1-0. And he got that one from down low. That's to Carroll left. 1 away. Here's Berkman. 1 for 2. Has a 3 RBI double. As the first pitch he sees, pushes that over to left field. Will it fall for a base hit? Yes, it will. Berkman is looking for a cycle now. Needs the triple and the home run. Here's Rio. So for 2. As the first pitch he sees, that's going over the head of the second baseman. We're going to send Berkman to third. He's going to get there in plenty of time. That is one hell of an arm on Velez. Whoever that was. Polanco. Anyways, here's Braun with 1 out. Man on third, man on first. One is directly west, factor of 3. Strike 1. Dome still seems to be open. Change up, 1-1. Pushes it the other way. Will it fall for a base hit? No, it won't. Runners go back to the corners. 2 away. Here's Lowell. Lowell with a 2-run home run already in the game. 176 RBIs on the season. Strike 1 on the changeup. And he read that one well. That's going to left. Carroll is waiting for it. That'll end the inning. So the Red Sox don't allow any more runs. The Jays are 6 for 11 through 5 innings, top of the 6th. Leading off for the Red Sox is Great Carroll, who just caught that final out there. 1 for 1. Ball 1, just a bit low. It's the 1-0 fastball over to Durham, to Berkman, 1 away. 32nd time through the lineup, still no real damage done. Here's Carroll, 0 for 2. A grounder and a swinger. Strike 1. A grounder and a swinger sounds like a terrible, romantic comedy. Berkman off his glove. Oh, what a play! The alley-oop. And good heads-up defensive play by Durham anyways, off Berkman. That was a good defensive play anyway, even though he couldn't get it just off the glove. 0-1. Here's J.D. Drew. He gets a hold of that one. That's to Lowell. Over to first. That ends the inning. 3 up and 3 down yet again for John Danks in the game. Heading to the bottom of the 6th. Luke Scott in the lucky number 7 spot leads off. So for 2. Wind is directly north. Factor of 3. There's a time to go for it. It's now. Strike 1 on the changeup. It's into the mid-20s for pitches. This is named Boyer. And Luke Scott, almost said Luduka, hits that hard to short. 1 away. So Luke Scott 0 for 3 in the game. Here's Loduca, who is 0 for 2. 2.03 ERA for Boyer. Loduca hits the first pitch he sees to right field. Is it over the head? At the warning track, caught by Drew. 2 away. Here's Granderson, 1 for 2 with a single. Here's a guy who actually has a hit in the game and can swing for the fences, and it's 7-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run. That's no doubt about it. 475 feet. 74th on the season. And that's just, a little bit of insult to injury, rubbing a little salt in the wound. 7-0 Blue Jays. And, yep, that thing just trailed across the plate. Smoked it. Yeah, as if there was any doubt. That was his first real hiccup, and now he's finally gotten tired. Here's Aurelia, 2 for 3. Hits the first pitch he sees, and that went by Konerko somehow. What is the outfielder doing? Aurelia is going for second because he wanted to run straight into the wall. Okay, alrighty, we'll take it. Rich Aurelia now on base with the double. Here's Durham. Aurelia looking for a cycle now. Fastball just missed the zone, 1-1. Ooh, generous call there. I think that could have been strike 1. Instead, it's ball 2. There's strike 1 on the changeup. And that one's hit over. That's a base hit for Ray Durham. Runners on the corners yet again. Ray Durham 3 for 4. There's Bergman, 3 RBIs in the game already. Real high changeup for strike 1. Real low and out changeup for ball 1. He's gassed out there. Keeping an eye on Durham at first base. Berkman gets a hold of that. That's to Velez. Over to first. That will end the inning. So Boyer gets out of that jam there. Only the 1 run given up. Jays are perfectly 500. 7 for 14. Top of the 7th. It's the heart of the Red Sox lineup. 4 strikeouts for Danks. Here's David Wright. 0 for 2. Fouls that one back. 0-1 off the fastball. Ooh, missed the slider there. 1-1. Fouled over there. 1-2. Got him swinging. That was a half-hearted swing. He knew he was done. 5th strikeout for Danks. There's Konerko, 1 for 2 with a double. Changeup just went a little too low. Ball 1. Caught a bit of the zone, not enough. 2-0 now. Strike 1 on the fastball there. Caught the zone there. Here's the 2-2. It's going to be a payoff pitch. And he read that one well. That's going. That one's gone. Would have been better to walk him, keep the shutout going, but hey, Granderson hit that home run. He hits that. Eye for an eye. So it's 7-1 Toronto. They get 1 run back off that. Still in the inning, 1 out. There's Placido Polanco. Strike 1. Strike 2. That was easy. Another 3-pitch strikeout. That's 6 in the game now. Strike 1. He's hitting that the other way. Rios. That's the final out of the inning. Alrighty, we're at the 7th inning stretch, and I know how to celebrate with a little bit of good luck water. Alrighty, so looking at the game now, yeah, we're just catapulting off that 6-run rally. Granderson hit that home run. Konerko got it right back, so it's still a 5-run lead, 5-run cushion, 6-run lead. Only 4 hits given up by Danks. I'm confident at least here to just give him a chance for the complete game, because he's just got to remember that it's 1, 2, 3 strikes here out at the old ball game at the Rogers Center, which is home of your Toronto Blue Jays. Alrighty, good 7th inning stretch there. Making a pitch and change, getting Bower out of there, whatever the hell his name was. Boyer. I keep forgetting it. Boyer for Bulger, or Bulger. The wind is still a factor 3, heading directly north. Rios hits the first pitch he sees. That's going to right field. Is that over the head? Just barely stayed in the park. He'll have the base hit. It's a leadoff single for Rios. Here's Braun, 2 for 3. 506, 149, 309. Strike 1. I hit that over the right field, and Braun with another base hit. Runners on first and second, none away. Here is Lowell. Keep an eye on it. 1 for 3. Oh my god, what a heater. Strike 1. Fish that out. Oh, that's looking like a double play. They go to third. 1 away. Over to first. They will not get him. So they get the 1 out. Base positions stay the same. Here's Scott. Just missed the sweet spot on that swing. That's to center. 2 away. Sloduka. Line that the other way. That's going foul. If it stayed fair, would have had enough to hit the foul cage, whatever the hell you want to call it. And he pushes that the other way. I can't... Okay, I don't know what the heck J.D. Drew was thinking there. But 1 more run will come across the plate. What goes around comes around. They score a run. We get 1 back for that. He should have had that. No, he just kind of watched it. Here's Grandy. The wind is going his way, a factor of 3. And he hits it the other way. That's to the center left gap. Adam Murphy's reach. Run. Run, baby, run. Granderson with a 2-out double, 2 RBI double. Excellent. This is now a 3-run rally for us. And maybe it could have been prevented. And J.D. Drew just cut off that ball when he should have. There we go. That's making most of your opportunities there. Bulger has an ERA that's a high 8. There's Aurelia now. Pushes that the other way. Konerko will step on the bag. That'll end the inning. But a bit more damage was done. Another 3 runs for the Jays. We're now 10 for 18. Well above the 500 there. Top of the 8th. Last 3 batters in the Red Sox lineup. Let's see what we got. Here's Murphy. Wind is now directly north. Factor 3 opposed to northeast. Takes strike 1 on the fastball. That's it there to center. And it'll be a leadoff single. That's their 5th hit. Here's Velez. 2 groundouts. Let's see if we can get a double play there. Alright, even better, just a free out. Loduca. 1 away. The runner remains at first. Here's Carroll now, 1 for 2. Single, that annoys me. Every time I say, oh, we shouldn't let this guy get a hit, he always gets one. So, you know, this guy's probably, he's going to get a hit here. They're strike 2, but, you know, he's going to get a hit. He's probably going to get a triple or something. Struck him out, 2 outs in the inning. As begins the 4th time through the Red Sox lineup, here's Carroll. Nice amount of pitches from Danks. Strike 1. That's going for a base hit. That's their 6th of the game. Carroll finally breaks through. The runner's on first and second. Do we take him out now? No, it's a lefty. It's the heart of the lineup. Maybe we just put in Lindstrom. Okay, cool. Alrighty. I think he's got to come out. Just got to keep it while he's ahead. That's the 2nd run given up already. It's already. Hey, Danks, he had a great outing. I think now we got to replace it while you're still ahead. He came in with a 2.95 ERA. I'd like to keep it lower than that. 7 strikeouts in the game. Let's throw in. Who throws the hardest? Lindstrom. Alrighty, Lindstrom, you're going in for 4 outs. David Wright is 0 for 3. Strike 1. Makes good comes down that. Over Aurelia's head. Oh, this could be ugly. 1 run scores. 2 runs are going to score. So David Wright on a right-handed pitcher somehow gets 2 runs across. It's now a 3-run rally for the Red Sox. Here's Kerner go, the man who got that solo shot. Strike 1. That he hits that to Aurelia. He's got it. That ends the inning. But to get those runs back. We scored 1, they scored 1. We scored 3, they scored 3. Bottom of the 8th. Last time we'll be hitting today, I bet. Here's Ray Durham, 3 for 4. It's the first pitch he sees, and it cannot stay fair down the third baseline. 0-1. Out of there, 1-1. That one's hit up there. Oh, look at that win. Oh, and Carroll managed to catch that. That was a crazy out. That ball took every which way. Here's Berkman, 2 for 4. Strike 1. Berkman hits that over. Will that be over the head of the shortstop? Yes, it will. Third hit of the game. Berkman is 3 for 5. Alrighty, here's Rios, 2 for 4. Hits that ball to deep right field. Will it clear it? Yes, it will. Once again, we get the runs back. Rios with a 2-run shot, just made it over the wall. Home run 63 on the season. That will be 12-4. Here's Braun, and Bulger's tired. First pitch, okay, well, yep, we just got those 3 runs right back. 465 feet, there's 150 on the season. You gotta wonder, you look at that number, will he get to 200? Comes across the plate there, it'll now be 13-4. That's crazy. Our last game ended, I believe, 12-4. I just uploaded it before I started recording this. So we bested that there by at least 1 run. They're keeping him in. Here's Lowell, 1 for 4. Take strike 1 on the changeup. How many pitches does he throw? And he's not even at 20 yet. Pulls that one. Velez over to first. 2 outs in the inning. Here's Luke Scott, 0 for 4, but this is the time to have an opportunity here. Strike 1 on the fastball. Ball 1 on the changeup. And he made well contact with that, but not well enough. Carroll is there. That'll end hitting for the Jays tonight. But we just washed that 8 inning right off. It's 13-4. Red Sox are 4 for 8. We're 13 for 21, so we finish above 500. 5, 6, 7 part of the lineup. Here is Matt Lindstrom, 0 for 3. Strike 1. Hit off the shallow part of the bat. That's going straight to center. Bounce 1. Alrighty, so a leadoff single with the wind still heavily in the hitter's favor. I think I won't be hesitant to pull him here. I know he's like our designated closer. We have a huge lead, but might as well give other guys reps. All right, there's a strikeout. There's Murphy. Strike 1. So that down the line there. There's a slider. It's that there. That's in between the gap. Runners on first and second now. Only 1 away. Is Velez. It's that there. Tag out, a throw out from Lowell. That's the ball game. Alrighty, 13-4 is the win for your Toronto Blue Jays. So who had big games? John Danks, of course, although I think he's getting unfortunate credit for the earned runs. David Wright got in. Then Berkman had 3 RBIs. Braun had several. Lowell had that 2-run bomb. Rios, Grandy with the solo shot. But this first highlight here, the 3rd inning, that's where Berkman, that game, like, we broke it open. We did not win. No, we won in that inning. That was the 6-run rally. Bottom of the 8th. That was Rios. Barely cleared it. Yeah, so first time we won the game in the 3rd inning this time. Bottom of the 8th. Yet again, Braun. That was 150 on the season. What do you know? Another home run. Top of the 9th. Final 2 outs. tag out to a throw. That's it. So player of the game, Lance Berkman. I'm inclined to agree because that was a great 3-run, 3 RBI double he had. So it looks like the Red Sox in their day 4 for 10 were 13 for 21. Alrighty, heading to the next screen now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats now that the game's done. I'll tell you what, actually, I gotta write this down because I'm reusing the details. So Danks 17-0-1 now. So Danks was 16-0. 2.95 heading into the game. So I know to make that for the upload. Alrighty. PV 10-7 and for some reason has a save on the season. Rios hit 63, Braun hit 150, Lowell hit 74, Granderson hit 74. Those two are in a dead heat. Kornurko hit 23. Alrighty, stats. Everybody but Scott got at least one hit, and frankly, I should have made more contact swings with him, but that's whatever. Extra base hits for them, 4 home runs, RBIs. Berkman had 3, Rios had 2, Braun had 2, Lowell had 2, Lutuka had 1, Granderson had 3. I'd still give it to Berkman, all things considered. Actually, yeah, I'd give it to Berkman. That broke the game open off Jake Peavy of all people. Danks got the win, 4 earned runs. So it went up above 3, but hey, it's whatever. It was my decision to pull him. Lindstrom, yeah, 1 1/3. Alrighty, 86 pitches total. 42 hits total for us. A lot of hits towards the right side. Alrighty. So it's a 9-run margin of victory for the Jays. Let's just see what improved for him. Control went up everything except the slider. Already 600 points. Looking around, Mets somehow won. Orioles walked off the Yankees. Royals 12-0 shutout. Bottom of the 9th. And Giants couldn't pull it off against San Diego, excuse me. Diamondbacks couldn't pull it off against the Marlins. Looks like that's all that's interesting there. Well, that'll be it for this video, and we're taking that flight all the way down. That's not where anybody's flying in real life, I'll tell you that right now. The weekly MVPs for last week have been announced. Berkman and Braun, that's what we're talking about right there, and that 3 RBI double maybe had something to do with it. National League Cecil Sabathia, and I think it's John Laffey Taffy over there. So both of them looks like they got decisive shutout victories. Hey, we have a player selected from our team. We got 2 of them. Keep up the great work. So we'll just send the day here. Anything in note? Pirate shutout. 11-10 barn burner. That Cleveland-Detroit game is literally what happened in real life. Guardians are moving on to play the Yankees, so my World Series matchup is Guardians-Mets. That's what I'm hoping for. Mets walked off in extras. They're pulling off some wins here. Any other walks up? Seattle looks like a 2-run walk-off against the Twins. Very exciting. Dodgers shut out the Phillies. Wow. Alrighty, now we got the game against the Rays. We're 12-0 against them on the season. That's incredible. That's going to go ahead and do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. It should be Scott Olsen on the mound to face Tampa Bay.